Is living this nightmare and joins us now. Senator, is there any light at the end of the tunnel?
Well, Brian, I do think that we are about at an inflection point. I think that you can just see the Democrats are spinning on their heads like tops. You're seeing the polling basically saying that indeed this is a Schumer shutdown, that this is a political shutdown. And boy, that's about as animated as John Thune has ever been. I mean, he's the calmest person I've ever met. And for him to be so emotional, I think that's you're showing that we're close to a breaking point. We're close to breaking them. Republicans are united. The inflection point I'm talking about, though, is these food stamps. 42 million people rely upon them. It's on average $180 a month for food. I think between that and TSA missing their second paycheck, and of course the air traffic control as well, that this will probably be the tipping point. Hopefully Democrats come back and open the government. You know, what they're holding out for now really is $35 billion of Obamacare subsidies. That's really what I think this is about now, is they want $35 billion of these enhanced subsidies that are being abused with lots of fraud. So happy to come back and talk about that problem, about the Unaffordable Care Act, but that's really what this is. They're trying to find some way to save face, and I don't know what they can do. They're backed in the corner, don't you think?
I do, because you guys can't give in. And, you know, Obama didn't give in when Ted Cruz put you guys out of business because he wanted to get rid of Obamacare. And the off-ramps have basically evaporated. I guess they wanted it in writing that you're going to actually talk about some way to keep people's premiums under control with the unaffordable Obamacare. This is a broken program that they want Republicans to continue to subsidize at pandemic levels. So is there something coming on behind the scenes? Senator Cortez Masto of Nevada said this, cut 24.
Leaders Jane suggested that there are a number of bipartisan talks going on between rank and file members. Are you engaged in those discussions?
Yes, and I think it's important we continue to talk and work through the issues. I think that there's an opportunity for us to come together, to open up the government, to address the looming healthcare crisis. But I will say this, there is the will among senators on both sides of the aisle to do something, but the leadership's getting in the way. And the one person that needs to be at the table is Donald Trump.
Number one, Trump has nothing to do with this. You could say he can go in there, but he's going to just back up with the speaker saying. But do you know anything that's happening outside leadership? Are you a part of that?
Brian, I'm not. The White House has specifically asked me not to engage because I know how to fix it. If there is anything good news about this, the Democrats are admitting that it is a broken system, that premiums are going to go up 18% this year regardless of what we do, that the cost of Obamacare has went up 200 to 400% over the last 5 or 6 years, depending on what state you live in and what your income level is. All these games that are created by it. And oh, by the way, there's at least $25 billion of fraud in this $150 billion a year program that's being spent on 24 million people. That's too many stats, but I think the important one is $25 billion of fraud. Look, they have to be willing to address the fraud. They've heard me say 100 times publicly, when you're ready to address the fraud and when you're ready to make patients consumers again, as opposed to just paying 100% of their premium, then I'm ready. I'll be ready to talk. You open the government, but you have to be willing to fix the fraud. You have to be willing to basically start over on this Obamacare thing. And remember, Brian, I'm the only person up here that's ran a hospital, that's overseen health departments. Of course, I'm a physician as well, but I absolutely know how to fix it. But the White House has specifically said for me not to engage with the Democrats yet.
But they said when you open a government, you will engage. Lastly, the president finishes up, I thought, an unbelievably successful trip and fostered great and reinforced great relationships with China. He said, out of a 10, I give it a 12 after 90 minutes together. What are you hearing?
You know, absolutely. I mean, we're just doing backflips across the state of Kansas. You know, what this means is $15 billion a year for soybean farmers, probably $2 billion a year for sorghum farmers across the country. And those are big numbers back home, okay, for the size of our GDP. So $15 billion a year that China's going to be buying of soybeans, $2 billion of sorghum as well. So big news. We're just doing backflips back home.
So do you think this is going to happen right away?
I do. I think, even yesterday, China already ordered several big cargo ships of soybeans, I think, just to kind of pay tribute to President Trump. But it is so key. You can't just listen to what they say. You got to watch what they do. But then that's what we saw before. Trump 45 negotiated some good trade deals. China started buying, but then Joe Biden's elected it and they quit buying, right? So it'll take, it's real important who the next president is, that they will enforce these trade agreements. We know Trump will.
So we've got 20 seconds left. What is the window before the soybeans go bad? And that's a lack of farmer talk. I'm not a farmer, but I know you guys are worried. When do you need to get that out, shipped out?
Oh, I think it's months. It's not days or weeks. It's months.
Good. So that is huge news. And what they want is access to our tech center, and they also want access to our chips. And the president indicated that NVIDIA can work directly with you guys. So we'll see. I mean, they certainly sounded like they're trying to get along, but with actions tell the story. Senator, thanks for hopping on with us with all this breaking news. We appreciate it. And one day you guys will be back at work. Can you imagine? Next,